up, my britches? Welcome back. If there's anything that could bring me back to YouTube, it is the Sephora Springs Savings Event. So today I'm going to talk about a bunch of recommendations, which on my... Wow. It's been a while, so throw me a bone, okay? What's on my wish list? That's what I meant to say. So I have a ton of products in front of me. Everything is live, what you're seeing right now. So if I forget something, or if you're curious about a specific product, as we're talking about everything, just leave it in the live chat or in the comments down below, and I will hopefully respond back before the sale starts. It's going to be one of those days, guys. I got my hair cut today, everybody. First time in like a year. Look at, I even buzzed it again. Ooh! Because I'm sick and tired of the back of my hair hanging out from when I have my hair up. So, how's everyone doing? It's been so long since we've been here, but still blonde, believe it or not. Some of you probably follow me on like TikTok, Instagram. I've been fairly active on TikTok. Yeah, I just was like, let's go back to YouTube because everybody keeps asking for it. So here we are. So before we get into all the details, I'm going to try to multitask like a mofo today and do my makeup at the same time. We'll see if I do that today, okay? So let's cover the sale info. If I fuck up anything today as far as this program, I haven't used this in quite a while. So here we go. I see everybody coming to the live chat. What's good? What's poppin'? I just got back from Florida too. That's why I'm looking nice and tan. Ooh. Okay, so sale starts tomorrow for Rouge members. Let's go through the tea. I haven't even looked at like these dates or anything. So April 14th to the 21st, Rouge gets 20% off as per usual. Nothing has changed about the sale, okay? VIBs starting the 18th through the 21st. I think it's the 24th. Correction, okay? 24th is the last day. So VIB members get 15% off. Insiders get 10% off. It's free to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything except a small fortune every sale most of the time. But insiders get 10% off. I personally would probably not think the sale was really worthwhile if I was not a Rouge member. So I don't think a lot of people take advantage if they're not Rouge. But I feel like if you're watching, you're probably a Rouge member, right? And then the Sephora collection is 30% off throughout the sale as well. So starting April 14th, again, for Rouge, 18th for VIBs, and then Insiders is the 18th, all ending on the 24th. Keep in mind, I believe you can shop this sale as well at Kohl's that has Sephora's. So if anything does sell out, make sure you check maybe Kohl's. But I'm pretty sure they follow that 20% off. So, guys, here we fucking go. I'm going to try not to be too repetitive on older products that I know that I've talked about in several other videos. Like, if you go back on my channel, there's a good possibility that I still recommend all the products that I've ever talked about. If you're curious if I still recommend it, just leave a comment and I will be sure to hopefully answer it. I'm not going to give unrealistic expectations because I'm a busy person, so I'm going to try to get back to the comments as soon as I can. But let's just start with skincare and hair care, and then we'll get into the makeup. Because I feel like skincare is the one thing that I would highly recommend really investing in during the sale. Because most skincare brands, they probably, I feel like all of them probably have at least 20% off normally anyways. But it's a good time for restocks. But I think skincare is the most important part when it comes to your makeup routine anyways. So I'm just going to blanket statement this right here. Because I could go through all of my favorite products. I have them all literally in this bag right here that I brought downstairs. If you're shopping skincare and wondering what I recommend, I'm going to say Tatcha. You cannot go wrong with Tatcha in my book. It works incredible for my skin. I like to stick with like the Dewy Skin Cream, the Rice Wash. I know I've talked about these products so much. So I'm not going to talk too much about them. So if I'm going quickly through them, it's because I've already talked about them and they've stood the test of time. Like, been using this forever, have gone through countless of them. That's actually just about empty. Another one I really enjoy from Tatcha. I don't think that I've talked about this too much on my channel. So this is the Tatcha the Silk Sunscreen. I used this when I was in Florida recently. I didn't burn at all. And I would only apply this in the morning. And it was hot as balls down there. Sun shining all day. I was walking around Disney. And I didn't burn like, look how good my skin looks right now. Because I normally come back, you guys have seen it, I'll come back and I am bright red, and I did not have that. But I was actually being mindful. Guys, be proud of me. I was wearing sunscreen. So Tatcha sunscreen, I do really enjoy. They do have a mini size of this as well if you've never tried it. I also have seen, if you have deeper complexion, I don't believe that this leaves a cast on your skin tone either. So that's one thing I have seen several people mention. That's obviously not something that I have to worry about, but I figured I'd mention it. Dewy Skin Cream, I actually need to get another one of these. If I could get the Gratitude size, this is what I get because it's the best bang for your buck, and I just cannot be without this. This is my favorite moisturizer of all time. Again, one that I've talked about so much, so I don't need to talk about too much. The Tatcha Camellia Cleansing Oil, like you guys seeing, you guys seeing a pattern here? I just saw Lisa's comment. So proud of you. See, the live chat knows that I never fucking wear sunscreen. So I also brought down the little mini size of the Tatcha. I know Tatcha has sales quite often. So if you can't get everything that you want, I would say if I had to pick one product from Tatcha, it's the Dewy Skin Cream. That's just been a game changer for me. A newer product for me is the Silk Serum. This was actually, you guys may have not seen this. This was my first ever piece of Tatcha PR. I finally got a PR package from Tatcha, and I about shat myself because I've been in love with this brand for so long. So I did a 2-week update using this on my TikTok actually. So I did see some improvements, especially with like this area of my face with texture. I had to stop using it. Well, I didn't have to, but I forgot to bring this when I went to Florida. So I went a whole week without using it. So I just started reincorporating it back into my skincare. It's one of those things. It's supposed to be like a really gentle retinol kind of like, there's a word that I'm looking for and I can't put my finger on it right now. It's something that is similar to a retinol. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But it's not abrasive on the skin. Like, this didn't make me break out at all. It didn't make my face peel or anything like that. Alternative. That's the word I'm looking for. So this one, it's been working really well for me. I only did that 2-week update, like I said, so I haven't been using this too long. Take that with what you will. If you have used this and you have experience with it, feel free. I did get mine. It's probably been 4 weeks now since I've had that. But I do notice certain things about my skin that is different. I don't think if you were to see me, you would notice that difference. I notice it because it's my skin and I look at it that close every day. So just be mindful. Like, I would say don't go into it thinking you're going to get like revolutionary results because that's not what I experienced. 2 more products that I really love for skincare. Getting out of Tatcha. These are so good. So the first one is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. I talk about this in every single Sephora sale video that I do. If you have access to Ulta, I will always recommend purchasing your products from Ulta over Sephora simply because the point system is better. So some of these products I'm going to talk about like this, I would personally get this at Ulta, but I know not everybody has access, so I am going to incorporate some products that, you know, even though I may not shop them, other people might. Okay, anyways, this is for if I want pillowy, soft skin. This makes a huge difference for me for hydrating on my skin as well, but so does this one. This was sent to me by Merit. It's the Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I love this because it doesn't have a set. These remind me a lot of each other because they give you that like glowy, really hydrated look to your skin. And it's like you could actually feel a difference, you know what I'm saying? But the Merit doesn't have fragrance, and whereas this one does. So if you don't like fragrance, you would probably like the Merit version better. Food for thought. I love both of them. I use both of them. I personally would say I like the fresh one because I love the scent of it. But I love them both. Like, I keep this one downstairs in case my skin is feeling drier when I want to put makeup on top of it. I'll put like half a squirt of this in my hand, rub it in, and just tap it all over my face. But I like to incorporate that more into my skincare routine, but both of them are fantastic. Another one that I really like from Sephora, I know I talked about the Camellia Cleansing Oil, but this is super affordable. I'm kind of surprised that this brand is at Sephora and not Ulta, but the Inky List. This is the Oat Cleansing Balm. This isn't my favorite cleansing balm of all time, but it works really well and it's really inexpensive. So this one was actually sent to me. but I have purchased this myself previously, and then I received this one. I'll still use it. You do want to almost like warm it up in your hands, and then it turns into like a balm to a liquid type. I personally just like liquids, just a preference thing, but that is one I would definitely recommend. And then more skincare. We're almost done, guys. Okay. Drunk Elephant. This is another brand. I would probably get at Ulta. However, the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. Another one. Every time I put it back into my nighttime skincare, I'm just like, why the fuck do I stop using this? It works so good for my skin. And then I use this every single day when I was in Florida. These are the De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. These are what I wear if I don't want to wear any makeup. But if I want to let me rephrase. If I don't want to wear any complexion products, because this makes my skin look super bronzy, and it makes it look like you're wearing makeup, kind of, but it gives you that sun-kissed glow. I feel like Alex Earl is the one that really blew these up, and then I honestly had them sitting in my collection, and I never used them. And I was like, you know what, let me try it. So it looks just like bronzing drops, which it is. But when you rub it in, it just gives it a really nice, subtle, bronzy look to the skin, like fresh off vacation. And then I would put like a cream blush on top, maybe like a little bit of my Westman Atelier highlight. And that's all that I would wear. And these they worked really well. There's no scent. I don't know. I like these. It's not like a revolutionary product, but it's something that I just really like. So I would recommend it for that purpose. And then we get into Sol de Janeiro, the Boom Boom Cream. This is the time I really focus on products that are more suited for me, either scent-wise or just overall vibe for spring, summer. This is where this comes out because I smell this and I just smell vacation. And it smells so good. There's, shower cream. There's body sprays. Anything with this scent, there's hair products, like you name it, Sol de Janeiro has it. This is the time I always get it. Luckily, I don't need to stock up on this because I still have this from last year. But this is the time that I would always buy it for, like I said, I buy in the spring sale, I buy all the stuff for spring, summer. So this is what I still recommend. And then 2 things for fragrance, and then I think we'll get into makeup. So I can't even tell you the obsession that I have with this. And I go through it so fast. And I will buy it over and over and over again. Because Moroccan oil, have y'all ever smelled Moroccan oil? Because holy shit, if I could get like a body wash, which you can, here's the thing with Moroccan oil. They have all these products, like the body products, the body sprays, I think they need a perfume still, but like the hair products, they all smell somewhat similar, but this is what smells the best. It just smells so fresh, so like breezy. It's got sweetness to it. I don't even know how to explain how good this smells, but it's like the freshness. If you smelled Moroccan oil, you probably know, but this is just like intensified. I spray this on myself like every day and every night. It doesn't last long at all. Like, I'm not going to do a good job selling this because it doesn't last and it's so frustrating. Like, I'll just sit here and be like, just because I love the smell so much. I wish that there was like an actual perfume that would last all day long because everybody, anytime they smell it, they love it. This reminds me of my mom too. That's another reason why I really like it. So I didn't even tell you what it is. It's the Moroccan oil. I'm going to butcher it. Brooms du Maroc Fragrance Mist for hair and body. So I wish that Moroccan oil would make everything in their line smell exactly like this. Like the intensity of it. Literally every aspect of all their products should smell like this because it's intoxicatingly good. Just do yourself a favor and go smell it, okay? And if I had to recommend one perfume, everybody say it with me. Killian Love, Don't Be Shy. I love this for all year. I find, like, going through my fragrance collection, I have a lot of fragrances that I love for fall and winter. Not a whole ton that I love for spring, summer. Is anybody else like that? I don't know. Some people are like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just wear it whenever I want. I wish I was like that. But there's just certain fragrances that I love. Mainly, like this one, I really love this one. And then like Bulgari Omnia Coral. Those are like my top 2 for spring, summer. But I need to find more. So if you have recommendations for me, feel free, guys. Hook me up. Okay? So this is one I actually plan on getting, because this bottle's empty. It's or no, it's almost empty. I think there's still a little bit. I want to get the like refillable thing. So that is all of my skincare and hair care. No, that's not all the hair care. All right. Let's blanket statement this as well. Hair care. If you're going to ask me, Brittany, I'm shopping hair care, what would you recommend? I'm going to tell you, because hair care, it's so personal. Everything's so personal, but I feel like hair care especially, it depends on your skin, or your concerns, your hair type, just like makeup. Like all these things go into it. So I'm going to say wavy, thin hair. My hairdresser today told me I have thicker hair, but I still believe that I have thin hair. So this is what she was saying. She says, I have a lot of hair. So it's thin strands, but I have a lot of them. Okay? So I personally love Olaplex and Way hair care. Moroccan oil as well, but Way and Olaplex are my top 2. So for Olaplex, I'm going to say the number 3. The purple shampoo. If you're a blonde and you need a bomb-ass purple shampoo, the Olaplex one is the best one that I've ever used. Those are the standout products for me within Olaplex. I think all their products are bomb, but those are the top 2. I've actually been using the dry shampoo. I think it's fine. It doesn't really give me volume or anything like that. It just makes my hair feel refreshed. So it's nice, but I think I do like the Amika one still better. But yeah, I would say those would be my top 2, mainly the number 3, because that hair mask is just, there's nothing like it that I've ever tried. And then I would also suggest for Way, depending on your hair type, so I use the thin hair shampoo and conditioner. It's a game changer. I also use the detox shampoo. Those are the products that every time I go back to them, it just makes my hair feel like it's absolute best. Don't know what it is about it. Between the scent of it, it gives you that scent. Like, it's heavily fragrant. It has almost like, I'm going to say a perfume smell to it, but it smells like you just left a salon. I don't know. It just, because I think it's so heavily fragrant and the type of fragrance it just smells, I think, like high-end or luxury. That's why I feel like, oh, I just left a salon. I don't know. But yeah, those are the top 2 brands that I would say for hair care. Moroccan oil does have some nice products, but I just think Olaplex and Way are the 2 that are just chef's kiss for me. So that's it for hair care. Now let's get into this makeup, because so much stuff. Are we enjoying ourselves right now, guys? Let me see what the live chat's saying. Lisa, I missed you too. I think you guys are talking to each other right now. Byredo, is it Byredo or Byredo? Slow Dance. I have heard amazing things about their eyeshadow palettes, and also I think it's the perfume actually. So maybe that's what Slow Dance is. I have to try the Verb dry shampoo. I've tried it. I don't really like it. I don't know. Every time I think I've tried Verb, right? Verb. I'm always underwhelmed. And I think it's just like unrealistic expectations maybe. Maybe I just have the brands that I'm so used to. I'm going to actually pull this hair back because I think it's just going to keep falling, because my hairdresser styled it today. But I think when I style it, it's going to come out different, because I don't really love how it's like laying right now. I feel it's so weird not having like my little flyaways like normal, because I literally buzzed them all off. All right, so let's get into this makeup, shall we? So if I'm recommending a primer, there's 2. So I'm going to start with this one, because there's very polarizing reviews on this one, and I really like this one. I do find that you have to use this very specifically. So this is the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm No Filter Primer. This is legit a filter over your face. Like, it feels like shrink wrap on your face. So if you move your face at all when you freshly apply this, it's gonna fall into your lines and it's gonna accentuate your lines. Like I said, you have to apply this like so specifically, and I think that's the downfall of it. But when you apply this just right, it's fucking amazing. Like, my makeup looks so incredible when I get this just right. It's just a matter of getting it to be just right. As of late, I can't be bothered to do that. I've just been so into just like the bare minimum makeup. So I was actually sent this one by Makeup Forever. This is the Makeup Forever Hydra Booster Step 1 Primer. I remember when this whole line came out initially, and I remember a lot of people really like the pore filler primer, but this one, it's just nice because it gives you like a really nice natural hydration where it doesn't feel too heavy. It just feels like you're applying almost like a second moisturizer because it's a really thin consistency. It applies really nicely. It's just like, all right, let me get something on. It's almost like, I think this is a good one if you apply your skincare earlier in the day and you don't do your makeup right away. So you almost like want to refresh your skincare. That's almost like how I feel about this primer. So I really like both of them. I'm telling you, like the Peter Thomas Roth, if you could get it right, it's so good. My favorite place to use this is in this area right here. Like it covers all of my pores. When you get into your under eye area, that's where it's really, really tricky because it can almost like accentuate little things right here. Like if you have crow's feet or if you have fine lines like I do. But man, if I'm going to events, that's what I reach for because I'm like, if I want my makeup to look the absolute best, it's legit. It's like a filter over your face. It's incredible. All right, so I got the primer done. Concealer. There's 3 concealers that I would say are definitely worth it. One of which will get 30% off. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. So this one, here's my thing with concealers in general. I still have yet to find like a holy grail concealer at Sephora. I have one in my cart, which we're going to go over later of what's in my cart, but I have these ones where I'm like, I like them, one of which I absolutely love, but I know that I could love something more. So the Best Skin Ever is really nice. I like to apply minimal because this is very nice coverage. I also really like this one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. So this is going to give you really, really natural coverage. If you need coverage, don't even bother because one, if you need coverage, you're going to have to apply a lot of this. I don't like the applicator of this one, but I love how fucking natural this is. This is like if I'm not wearing any foundation or anything and I just want to touch up certain spots, this one's incredible for that. I just wish I didn't have to apply so much of it. And then I also really like the YSL Touche Eclat Concealer. This was a Patty Alonso recommendation. And it's another one. Look, I'm just like layering all these on just for shits and gigs right now. But because they're so natural, I'm able to do this. That's why I love these ones so much because I don't feel like I could over apply them. And the finish on them is super, super natural. So let me blend all these out. I'm going to actually give you a brush recommendation. This is honestly, I think the only brush recommendation that I have throughout the sale. And I got this and tried it on a total whim. It's from Makeup Forever. It's the 109 Wavy Brush. So this one is definitely better for foundation. But watch how fast I could do my makeup with this brush. It's crazy. Oh, Patty Alonso! It was. It is the bomb. Patty, do you still use that concealer? Because she's the one that recommended that YSL one for me. So this brush, I first used it. I'm like, okay, I don't think anything is going to ever top the BK 101. This one I don't think tops it, but I love the shape of this one because I could get in all these like nooks and crannies and crevices, but my favorite thing about it is the structure of it because it is dense, so it's like I have more control with this one because it just like molds right where I need it to. I love it. So yeah, there's the concealer. I look crazy. I don't even feel like I look like myself. Number 1 recommendation every sale. Okay, so guys, Patty still loves it as well. I had to move back a little bit because I keep getting out of focus. I'm going to add a little bit more concealer on these little spots. I don't think well, I should probably use the Best Skin Ever concealer for this because it does have more coverage. The Born This Way one will work, but you're going to have to add more. If you just want to cover stuff up, what's your guys' favorite concealer? Because I need to get my new favorite concealer. Help me! Help me, guys! Alright, let's blend this out lightly really quick, and then I'll get into my cream contour. I actually have a few cream contours for this sale. And I feel like they're all relatively new. Like, I'm trying to focus on my newer loves versus my older holy grails that I've recommended so many times. Alright, cute, right? We're looking a little gray right there, but it's fine. Okay, cream contour. I've got 3. 1, Westman Atelier. Guys, do yourself a favor and get something Westman Atelier. Let me help you change your life, because I swear, not makeup. I was going to say Makeup by Mario. I swear Westman Atelier has some of the best products I've literally ever tried in my life. We're going to get to more, but try at least something. At least something. Please. All right, so this is the contour stick. I've talked about that a million times. 2 newer ones for me are the Tower 28. This is the Sculptino Cream Contour. And surprisingly, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. So technically this is a bronzer. I use this as like a bronzer contour. I'm going to use the Tower 28 today because this I think is the newest one for me. And I think I need to get a deeper shade. But I'm going to even try to use this brush. Even though it's a little bit bigger, I still feel like I'll be able to manipulate this to get a nice contour. Here we go. Let's snatch his soul. Have I tried the Huda concealer? I have. I have it. I like it, but I don't love it. I don't love it enough to recommend it. Because I just think it's nice. I don't know. I was expecting, I think, way more, too. Because everybody was like, oh my god, it's so full coverage. I didn't really think it was that full coverage. I thought it was like medium. Medium, but buildable. I don't know, it's not bad, but it's just, I don't have a favorite right now. And I need to find a favorite, damn it. So tell me your guys' faves. All right, Westman Atelier cream contour is the go. It really is. Once you guys try that, you're never going to go back. It's so good. New Givenchy concealer is my favorite right now. I've heard really good things about that one as well. You know what this brush reminds me of? You know when Tati did that video with Scott Barnes? This feels like a brush that Scott Barnes would use. I need to wash this, though. So this shade is Getty. I do feel that I need a slightly darker shade. Just because... that's one way to get that out of my way. I am a little bit more tan right now. I feel like even when I was more fair, I still could have gone darker. So I'm doing this just so you guys could see it, but then I still want to apply the darker one. So let me go in next with the Beautiful Skin by Miss Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to go a little bit higher just so we could see if there's a difference at all. Definitely more warm. But I expected to like this, but be like, it's fine. Which, do I think it's like Holy Grail status? No, not really. Like, it's good. Lays down really nicely. Looks really natural. Like, look how good my skin looks right now. Humble brag. But if I have to recommend a cream bronzer, Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty cream bronzer is the shit. I would love... Has Rare Beauty come out with cream contours yet? Because if they haven't, they should. Because especially with this packaging, these are just so creamy. Super creamy, really easy to blend out. I also really like the Tower 28 for cream bronzer as well. Because the Tower 28, you know what? I should throw that in here too, because this is the time I would get the Tower 28 one. Because of like the radiant finish that these have. I probably need new ones already because these do get like all dingy. But these have the most beautiful radiance to them. But not everybody loves that, you know? If you want something more like natural, I would recommend going this route. But if you want something that's more of like glisten in the sun, Tower 28. Beautiful, beautiful cream bronzers. All right. So now we got that laid down. Let me knock everything over. And let's proceed on to foundations. I have quite a few foundations, but there's one I want to use specifically for today because it's brand new for Sephora. And I love like the mission behind this company. Or I shouldn't say the mission, like the whole story behind the company. If you guys have not checked out Bosma Beauty, just watch the video. Like, it's such a touching story, so I love that. And the fact that they're available now at Sephora is incredible. So let me go in, and I'm going to apply this, and then I'll talk about my other ones as, you know, we're going through it. So I'm going to start with, I think this shade is too, let me check. Yeah, this shade's probably too dark for me right now. So this is the shade 014. This is another line that the deeper shades, what is it? Like the shade 1 is the deepest shade. And I think the shade 40 is the lightest shade. I'm pretty sure that's how it's structured. I think I'm going to use the shade 24 today. This looks, I might need to mix them both. Let's mix. So I'm going to put the lighter shade in the center of my face. And then I'll do the darker shade kind of just around. So super easy to just draw on, quite frankly. And then we'll just kind of mix all this together. Have you guys ever tried this brand before? I was just so excited for them because I feel like they were kind of blowing up on TikTok for a minute, and then I didn't really hear anything. They're working on cream blushes right now too, which I'm really excited about. So while I'm applying the Bosma Beauty, so you guys could see what this actually looks like, I'm going to talk about my next recommendation, which is new. This is the newest foundation in my collection. It's new from Guerlain. It's the Terracotta Foundation. So you're going to hear me talk about a lot of the same things when it comes to my foundations because of what I personally like with my foundations. Backstory, I have textured skin. I'm going to say combo skin to normal because I have an oily T-zone. And then I have a drier perimeter of my face. I live in upstate New York, so we're getting into warmer weather right now. Weather does play a factor when it comes to your makeup products, believe it or not. So there's that. And I personally like, I'm going to say light medium coverage, very natural finish. I'm all about looking very natural, okay? So you're going to hear me say, like the Guerlain, it's very light, medium coverage, natural finish, very everyday appropriate. It wears really nicely on me. I'm going to say that pretty consistently about all of my favorite, especially foundations or complexion products, because I want there to be just a very natural looking glow. And one of my biggest insecurities when it comes to my complexion is how a product will accentuate my texture. So if a product accentuates my texture, it's an immediate nah for me, dog. So there's that. Looking at this Bosma Beauty foundation, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. What do you guys think? Very natural. Okay, so first one, Guerlain. I talked about a bunch of my like foundation recommendations on TikTok yesterday. So if you want a more short form content on this, it's over on TikTok. Next one, Valentino. The Very Valentino Long Lasting Perfecting Foundation. Another one, it's light medium coverage, very natural looking finish, wears really nicely on my skin. These all have a lot of similarities, but they all look very differently. But they all flatter my texture. That's it. That's what I need in my life, okay? If it does that, I'm just like sold. So that one's really nice too. Another one I really like is the Dior Forever Skin Glow. This one is definitely more on the glowy side, so I have to be careful with this one. You can't go wrong with Dior foundations in general, but I'm still big mad that they discontinued Air Flash. Nothing will ever be Air Flash. Nothing. So I would say if you are my skin type or drier, this one would work for you. If you like a matte finish or if you are oily, this one in here will be better for you. So this is just the Dior Forever Matte Finish. Both of these are great. Dior, I think, kills it when it comes to complexion. But as of right now, those are the only two that I have tried at Sephora that I would recommend. I also love this one, the Natural Nude. This is my favorite of all of them, but I don't think that this is available at Sephora. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Next one, House Labs. I'm not going to lie, I'm big mad at House Labs right now, but I'm still going to recommend their foundation because if you want something that looks natural, but it's more full coverage, this is the one. Really flattering on texture again, really long lasting, and this is like a little goes a long way. If you don't want to wear a lot of foundation, I'm going to say this is like probably like medium, high medium to full coverage. It's definitely more full coverage to me than any of these other foundations that I personally like. So whenever I get into fuller coverage, I'm always more hesitant because I don't really like full coverage, but this is an event foundation. Like if I'm going to a wedding or if I have something like really fancy going on, this would be a foundation that I would definitely consider because not only does it look like full glam, and that's when I'm more likely to wear something like that, the longevity on this is incredible. So I wore this to a wedding. I did a wear test on it on my TikTok as well. And it wore really, really nice. And I got so many compliments on it. So I hope House Labs gets off my bad side in the next couple days. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. That's a whole nother drama going on right now. Anyways, another one I really enjoy is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is another one. It's good for everyday wear. It's light. It's natural. Very your skin but better sort of a vibe. But this is one, it's like an errand foundation for me. I shouldn't say I cannot. I don't like to wear this long wear because it does not hold up like the other ones. So this one, it's like if you're somebody that wears your makeup for like 5 hours, this would look really nice. Like this is one of, I think, the foundations that looks the best on my skin, but it just doesn't wear that long for me. So I find that honestly a lot with Makeup Forever products. And that kind of blows my mind a little bit because I feel like they're a brand that like a lot of makeup artists use. And when makeup artists are doing makeup, they want the makeup to last all day. I don't know. There's just something about this foundation that it just does not. It's not, again, that I can't wear it all day. It's just it doesn't look as good as other ones that I wear. So that one is still really good. I'd still recommend it. Another Westman Atelier recommendation. It's very similar to this, what we got going on right here. So this is another really good one. It's just a stick foundation. I feel like people either love stick foundations or hate them. I lean more towards they're not my favorite, but when they look like this, I'm not mad at it because I think it does look really good. They just sit a little bit heavier on my skin, and I think that's why I don't really use them that much. These would be something more I would use probably in like the fall winter time when I'm not so hot because I don't know, like during the summer, the fucking packaging, it's like repelling against each other. During the summer, I don't want to wear heavy feeling makeup because if anything, I don't really want to wear that much makeup because I sweat a lot. So next one, we got a lot of complexion. I really wanted to focus on foundations because I feel like this is like the time that a lot of people buy foundations is during the sales. So the Rare Beauty, the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I did not expect to like this, and I did not expect this to have as much coverage as it does. It still has, I'm going to say, light to medium coverage, but it looks really nice on my skin. It looks very glowy. It's a very, like, I'm not going to say lit from within because it's a little bit more than that. Like, it's definitely I'm going to say, not dewy. It's got like a very specific look. Like, I feel like when I'm wearing this, I could tell that I'm wearing it because it kind of has that like light reflecting look to it. Am I making sense? I don't know. I really do like this one though, especially for just kind of like errands or if I want to just throw something on really quick because it's not really heavy on the skin and it's not insane amount of coverage where I feel like if I like miss a spot, you're not going to notice that much. And then, I don't know, it works really well for my quick makeup as well. So this one I do really like. I also really enjoyed the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I would say out of all these, this is probably my least favorite, and I can't put my finger on why. I think partially it's the undertone. It's a little bit yellow, and it doesn't I feel like I have to work a little bit harder to get it to work, and I think that's where I'm just like, if the shade was better, I'd probably love it. But I like the overall look of it as far as like how it makes my skin look and stuff like that. It's very similar to like what the Guerlain gives me or like the Valentino. I would still recommend the other two, I think, over this one. But I still do like it. So I'm kind of like, eh. But if you're to say, Brittany, quit bullshitting. I understand you want to give us a bunch of recommendations. What's your favorite, though? If you had to pick one, what is it? And I'm going to tell you, it's the Hourglass. The Hourglass Soft Glow Foundation. I hope you're all sitting down. Because this is the best foundation I have ever put on my face. Besides Dior Air Flash. But I could say that now because Dior Air Flash isn't available anymore. Okay, so this is the best foundation that I've ever put on my face that is currently available. We'll say that. Because Dior Air Flash is amazing, but they're so different. So this is the best liquid foundation I've ever used. It gives me everything I want. It makes my skin look incredible. The wear on it is amazing. There's just something about this. Like, it says soft glow, and I expect something like the Dior Glow Foundation. That one's definitely more glowy than this one. This is a glow, but it's an Hourglass glow. If you've used Hourglass products, you know the glow that I'm talking about. It's just like an angel came down and kissed your face. How many times have I used that when I'm describing Hourglass products? There's just something about this. This is another one. I expected to hate this because I feel like Hourglass, honestly, does not do complexion very well. They do powders amazing. Every single powder product I've ever done is like top tier quality, top of my collection. And then products usually like these don't work for me at all. But this one is so fucking good. I'm telling you, if you have not tried this, go to Sephora during the sale, get a sample, try it, and then hopefully you'll turn around and buy it because it's that good. It's just, it's amazing, okay? I cannot say enough good things about that. It just works really well for me, and I love it. The end. Okay, now that I've gassed up that foundation, what about the Chantecaille Future Skin? Hourglass is better. Chantecaille Future Skin is still an incredible foundation, but Hourglass is better for me. It just is. I know, guys. I know. Damn it, I'm so confused about foundation now. I was going to default to the Armani. I don't really like the Armani. Unpopular opinion. Okay, raise your hand if you don't like Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have it. I like it, but I don't love it. I don't love it like so many people love it. All right, powder, guys. If you're getting a loose powder, do yourself a favor and get the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I plan on getting another shade in this. Look at, my stepdaughter stole this, and she literally used all of the one shade. So now the powder looks blue. I'm like, this child, I swear. But this is just the powder. Oh, I think my husband just got home. This powder is so fucking good. Remember how much I used to love, which I still love this powder, the Chantecaille Blur Powder? Yeah, guys, I still got dogs. I'm leaving the chat, the disrespect. Patty, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. All right, so this powder, it's finely milled. It's the bomb. Nothing works better for my skin than this one out of all the loose powders that I've tried. This one, I feel like it gets hype, but it still even deserves more hype because it's so good. I can't even deal with how good it is. But I want to get the pink shade. So that is currently in my cart. How long have we been here? 44 minutes? I was going to say, should we do like what's in my cart for a separate video? But we're going to do it all today. Fuck it. I would love for Ozzy to stop barking though. That would be great. Pro tip, in Europe, they sell that powder pressed. I have both. Oh, I thought they were going to launch that here, but I don't think they have yet. Or I don't know if they're going to. All right, now if you're looking for pressed powder, I'm going to go with these two. I still think this one is better, But the Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD powder, and then the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. All right, if you're between these two and you're like, all right, I really want one, but I don't want to get them both. Pat McGrath, like, always has 30% off sales. So it's like, if you really want a powder, like, these are both good. I would say get the Makeup Forever, because I really don't think Makeup Forever has sales that often. But this one went viral on TikTok for pretty good reason, because I think it looks really nice, especially on the under eyes. But I do personally like the Pat McGrath better. So I just like to do like a fine little dusting. Gives a little bit of brightness, and it gives, I would say, more blurring than brightness. Whereas I feel Pat McGrath, maybe I'll surprise myself right now, because in my mind, I think Pat McGrath is even finer. And I think that it brightens a little bit more. I just really wish this had better packaging. Like, I hate the fact that it's like this plastic, cheap-ass feeling packaging for a powder that's like $40 or $30. What do you guys think? Does one look brighter than the other? I feel like this one looks brighter than this one. I actually think that this one looks more even as well. Like, I feel like in this area right here, I'm not seeing as much, but maybe you guys will see something different. I don't know. You let me know. So these powders are great if you're looking for a pressed powder, but my top recommendation for powder is that Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. Next, we have... Do I have any powder blushes? I do. I've got this one. I see these are getting some hype. The Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush. It's blurring. It's really nice. I'm going to say it's more on the buildable side. Like, you really have to layer this and layer this and layer this to get probably the pigmentation that you desire, which I personally like. I like when I need to add more because I can tend to get a little blush heavy. So we'll just lightly go in. We'll do a light layer so you can at least see what it looks like. Like, you're still getting pigment. It's just when you look in the pan and then you look at your face, you're like, okay, it's clearly not as pigmented as you may expect it to be based off of like a one layer sort of a moment. But it is blurring. It's a really nice formula. However, if I'm going to suggest a product during the sale, I love these so much. The Hourglass palettes. Hourglass is another brand. For powders, they can't do no wrong. They can't. Surprisingly, I thought my favorite palette was going to be the Tiger palette because look at it. It's gorgeous. I think I will especially love this in the summertime because my complexion is a little bit darker and these will work better for my skin tone. But I use this so much more than I expected. It's the Elephant palette. So this is my top recommended palette for these. I love the fact that they did like the customizable packaging. That way if you like one or the other, I kept them like this. That way I knew exactly which one was which when referring in like videos and stuff. So the blushes are great. All these work really well for my skin. It just gives you that, that angel came down and kissed your face vibe. Where did my blush brush go? Whatever, I'll just use this one. So let me mix these two blushes here. They're not as pigmented, but these are going to give you more of a, I'm going to say like lit from within type of glow because these have a little bit more shimmer than what the Too Faced blushes have. I think the Too Faced still has a little bit in there, but super pretty. Oh, they're not? Oh, shit. I thought they were. Well, fuck. My bad, guys. I thought they were still available. I suck. You know what? Check Ulta. They might be available at Ulta. No? All right, then you're going to have to help me with this next one. Okay? Cream blushes. I don't know if this one is available, but I've been loving it so much. It's the Tarte Maneater Blush and Glow formula. What shade is this? Peachy Pink. I'll swatch this one. because I didn't think that I would really like this one. It kind of gives Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm a little bit, but it's more peachy than that. It's really pretty. It almost feels a little bit like sticky on the face, but when you like blend it out, I don't notice it after that. So there's this one. I don't know if this is available at Sephora. I wanted to throw it in as a just in case because I didn't get a chance to look before. Another one that I've talked about a lot on my channel, but I would still have these be a top recommendation, especially for the cream blushes. So these are the Soft Pop blush sticks from Makeup by Mario. I personally love, this is what, Dusty Rose. That's this one here. But my favorite one, I might even get another one of these during the sale. We'll see. Not the same shade, but here, let me swatch it here first because I feel like there's something on the top. The shade Earthy Pink. It's such a pretty blush. Oh my god. I love this. One of my favorites. Highly recommend both of these. And Makeup by Mario really doesn't ever do sales. At least that I recall. So I would definitely recommend, if you're eyeing anything from his brand during the sale, it's probably worth getting at Sephora. Okay. Another one that's definitely worth taking advantage of during the sale is Westman Atelier. So these are the Baby Cheeks blush sticks. This is the shade Bichette. Look at this. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Bougie packaging. It's beautiful. I also have the shade, I think it's pronounced Dodo or Doodoo. I think it's Dodo though. So we've got Dodo here and then Bichette. This for summer is going to be so beautiful. Can't wait. Can't wait to use these because I don't use these enough, but they're beautiful. But the one that I want to apply today is one that I didn't expect to like. Look at me. All these ones that I didn't expect to like, and here I am. The Danessa Myricks, the Yummy Skin blushes. Cream blushes, I'm assuming. So the shade on this, it's a little scary. Not gonna lie. A little scary. This is the shade Golden Hour. They're hella pigmented, so proceed with caution. But this formula, you're gonna see. I'm going to try not to go super crazy so I don't get insane pigmentation. But the finish on these and the blurring properties that this has, I honestly was like, there's no fucking way that this is going to blur texture. Yes, it does. And the reason I expected to not really like this is because I don't usually have great luck with Danessa Myricks products. I don't know why. They just usually don't work the greatest for me. It's probably because her technique is significantly better than mine, and she knows what she's doing, and I don't. Because she can make anything look good, I swear. But these blushes are beautiful. I just need to see basically like how the other shades look in real life to figure out if I want to get more, because the shades to me are very intimidating. So that's where if I were to see them in store, I think I would be more comfortable, but it's like, look at how pretty it is. It's not going to have like a, it doesn't have like a glowy finish or anything like that. It has a very natural skin-like finish, I think, for being something that's going to be blurring, which doesn't make sense. Whenever I think of blurring, I think it's going to look more like mattifying, but these don't. They give a really, really beautiful look to the skin. So that's one that I do really enjoy and was pleasantly surprised that I like. So that would be one I would say would be at the top of the list. Let me look around, make sure I didn't miss any, but I think that's all the cream blushes. And I gotta throw this in here because I talk about these all the time. I know that matte versions came out, but I haven't used them enough to say, like, yes, they're worth it. But Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wands, I love all these. The contour wand, I love every single one of these. So I can only imagine that I'm going to say, yes, the matte ones are worth it, but I haven't tried them yet, so I'm not going to say that. But these ones, these are definitely worth it. Pinkgasm is my favorite. All right. highlights. My favorite part. Okay. Let's do... Oh, do I only have one? No, I've got another one. Where is it? All right, let's do this one first because I feel like everybody is going to know the other ones that I'm talking about. Rare Beauty. This is one of the prettiest highlighters. It's the Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. Oh, I love pinky toned highlighters. Look how pretty. So good. I mean, that's all I gotta say. That's it. That's why I love it. Right there. I also really love Westman Atelier. So there's two formulas actually that I would strongly suggest. One of which is the Lit Up Highlight Sticks. So I'm going to swatch all these shades for you because most people want to see them. So this is the shade Brulee. The Lit Up sticks are more subtle. They're going to give you a dewier looking finish. So it's actually going to look, see how it looks wet? That's the finish that you're going to get from the Lit Up Highlight Sticks. Excellent packaging. So that was Brulee. I also have the shade Lit, which was the very first one. This was actually, you know what? This was the gateway product to Westman Atelier right here. Thank you, Mo Makeup, Mo Beauty. So this is the shade Lit. It has a beautiful pearlescent, like pinky purple shift to it. Really pretty. These work best when you warm them up. Either like warm them up with your finger and then apply them that way, or you could just right to your face. It works perfectly fine that way too. I also have the shade Nectar, which this is in a mini size. I think that they sell this as a full size now as well. You can't really see this one as much because it's like almost like my skin tone. But see how it just looks juicy. And then if I had to pick a favorite out of this formula, it's Parla. I don't even know if you can get this one individually yet. This was available in one of like the holiday kits. And bitch, it's so beautiful. So good. So if you could get Parla, even the packaging is divine. So good. But with all that being said, there's still something better in my opinion because I'm telling you, you guys know if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, how long I've been trying to put everybody onto these super loaded tinted highlighters. I have all the shades. This is how you know the obsession is real. So I think 3 of them I bought and 1 of them was gifted to me. So I'm going to swatch them all for you so you can figure out which one you want to get because I'm telling you. You're going to put this on your face and be like, okay, I get it. I get why Brittany loves these so much. Because if you have texture, listen, if you have textured skin, but you like a highlight that's more glittery, highlight, these you're going to love. So this first one is Peau de Santé. I don't know if this one's available either. I know this was available by itself before. So Peau de Santé. You're going to see these swatches and be like, Brittany, that's nothing special. I promise you, it is. Next one is Peau de Peche. This is my, I'm going to say, second most used one. I'm like, where did I just put that one? Because that one's almost like my skin tone. This one appears a little bit lighter on my cheeks. So these two, like side by side, they look really similar. The top one is more similar to my skin tone. The Peau de Peche is slightly more like a peachy toned. So there's that one. I haven't even swatched this one yet. This is, what shade is this? Peau de Soleil. This is going to be if you have a deeper skin tone, or I think I could even use this in the summertime as well as like a bronzy highlight. And then my personal fave, Peau de Rose. If I'm going to say it again, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. If I had to pick one product throughout the whole entire sale that if you were to say, Brittany, what's your most recommended product? It's the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlighter in the shade Peau de Rose. Hands down. And I'm going to show you why right now on my face. Because this is my most used cream highlight. It's my most used highlight, period, because this goes on top of literally everything. The only downfall is you see the struggle that I'm having getting this open right now. With nails, it's difficult to get these open. But this packaging, I wish you guys could tell how heavy these were. In real life, it feels like a hockey puck. They're so heavy. Ready? Listen. They're heavy as fuck. So I like to apply it just like this. I put my finger in there, and I just do one of these little numbers. You can use a brush as well. I like to apply it straight from my finger first. And then if it's sitting kind of off on my skin, I'll then go in and like feather out the edges with a brush. So I just like to build it up to my desired appearance. It's going to get better. Just watch. Let me apply this first, and then I'm going to back up, and then you'll understand. Because again, like when you first apply it, it doesn't look that impressive. I wish I could insert a video of a friend of mine, actually. She tried this for the first time, and then she was like, oh, now I get it. So I'm going to go off. Like, I'm not going to be, obviously, in focus, but it's this glow right here where it's like, it looks wet, it looks sweaty, but in all the best ways possible. Tell me that is not the most beautiful looking highlight of all time. And if you want to soften it a little bit, all you got to do is just boop, boop, boop. This is how I like to do it. I'll apply it with my fingers, and then I'll just go over the top. And it doesn't look glittery. Like, I say a more glittery looking highlight because it does have little specks of glittery, has little specks of glitter in it, but when you put it on your face, it doesn't accentuate your texture nearly as much as other ones do. So that's where I feel like anytime you're putting a highlight over texture, it's always going to be able to show the texture, but it just looks really flattering. Okay, I've done enough. I've talked about that product enough. It's incredible. So now let's move on. Let's talk about the brows really quick, because I had the brows already done before. But this is my favorite brow pencil at Sephora. It's the Huda Beauty Bomb Brows. I love this one. And then the Patrick Ta, what is this? The Major Brow Lamination Gel. This is legit hairspray for your eyebrows. The only thing that I would think would make this better is if he had tinted versions. Because I personally do like a tinted brow gel. This one's just clear. But if you don't want your brows to move, or if you like that really like fluffy looking eyebrow look, this is such a good eyebrow gel. So this is like my dynamic duo. Love them. I was reading what Patty said. Those pans feel like a stone. So they do. Like, go skip rocks with that shit. It's crazy. Like, the first time I felt it, I'm like, oh my God. It's crazy how heavy they are. So that is for my eyebrows. Eyeliners. I'm not going to do any more makeup because I feel like I'm taking forever. So there's two eyeliners that I would strongly recommend. There's the Melt Cosmetics Slick Waterline Eye Pencil. I think that there's only the shade Olive available. But if you see this shade, what is it, Ivory? This is one of my go-tos for... I just said I'm not going to do makeup anymore, and here I am. If you want to just brighten up that inner eyelid, or waterline, that's the word I'm looking for. It works really well for that. I feel like now I need to put mascara on because I'm going to look crazy. But I love a pastel looking liner because it makes my eyes look more bright and awake. And the other one is from, you know what? Is this available anymore? Norvina. Remember when Anastasia Beverly Hills did this? If it is, it's the Chroma Stick in the shade Pastel Pink. I used to love the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Pink of Me. This is the closest thing that I've been able to find since that. Both of these are fantastic. Some of my most used in my collection. And then we'll get into... Oh my god, I forgot powder highlighters. I did. Okay, we're going to do that now. Okay, rapid fire. Dior. Dior makes some of the best highlighters. This is one of my favorites. It's the Dior Forever Couture Luminizer in the shade Pearlescent Glow. Such a beautiful white highlight, but this has the appearance of almost like snow. It's got like a blue hint to it. Really, really beautiful. Let's try to give you a nice little swatch of that one. So it's that one right there. I love the Fenty one. I feel like I've talked about that so many times, the How Many Carats highlight. This one's expensive. I don't think it's this exact shade, but the formula on these are amazing. The Tom Ford Sheer Highlighting Duo. This is Reflex Gilt. Tom Ford, if you're eyeing anything, this is the time to get Tom Ford. Tom Ford never goes on sale, ever. One of the most flattering highlighter formulas, in my opinion, for textured skin. And then in the case that it is, I put them both like touching side by side right here. But in the event that this is, or it is Reflex Gilt on the website, that's what they both look like. Super beautiful formula. It's really hard to like do highlighters different nowadays, right? Because there's so many. This is a newer one for me. And it's actually the Fenty Beauty Freestyle Highlight in the shade What a Brat. This is available at Ulta as well, but I love a pinky toned highlight. I don't know what my obsession is, especially lately. This one's going to have a little bit more glitter in it, but I just think it's super pretty. It's got like a Barbie pink tone to it. Really enjoy that one. Let me just cover these two really quick because I talk about these in every sale video. I was talking about Dior earlier. This one. Both of these Dior palettes are fantastic. They're the Backstage face palettes. I expected to hate this because I always hate these face palettes from Natasha Denona, but this one was actually really good for me. So it's got a like cream to powder type of blush formula. This is usually my least favorite part of these, but this one actually works decently well for my skin. It's got this cream highlight in here as well, which is that one right there. And then the powder highlight. This is my favorite part of this one because it's super blinding. I'm going to run that one right across the bottom. This kind of reminds me of Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy a little bit. Oh my god, remember how we used to have like a quest to find the dupe for that in all my old videos? Oh, how much fun we used to have looking for dupes for that goddamn highlighter. Alright, so those are my powder highlight. I also really like the Makeup by Mario, the Soft Glow highlight. I have the shade Golden. I've talked about this one before too, so we'll just kind of fly through that. Another product that I absolutely love. It just caught my eye, so I'm going to talk about it so I don't forget. The Tom Ford Cream and Powder Eye Color Duos. I swear, every single time I wear this goddamn eye duo, I gotta like... This is the only downfall is the packaging, because it's hard to get like my finger in there with my nails. So, this is the shade Naked Bronze, and every time I wear this, I get compliments on my eyes every single time, never fails. So you've got the cream on the bottom and then the powder on the top. When you swatch them, it looks like nothing special, but on the eyes, it looks amazeballs. I'm just going to put this, the powder over half of the cream just so you can see what it looks like. So this is the end result right here. It's beautiful. It's insanely expensive, but worth every single penny. I have had this for years, and it still hasn't dried out. It's beyond expired, but I don't care. I refuse to get rid of it. Until it dries out, I'm going to keep using it. Yep, I'm going to do that. Oh, let's see. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. I love that duo, too. Yes. I still like the Benefit Give Me Brow. I haven't used that one in so long. It's been a long time from that one. All right, mascara. That's where I was earlier before I got sidetracked by forgetting all of my powder highlighters. So, I've got two. Tower 28. What is this? The Make Waves mascara. Right? Make Waves mascara. This one I just like because it doesn't budge. at all. Like, once I apply it, it ain't going nowhere. I personally like a tubing mascara because my eyes are really sensitive, so I like it to be easy to get off really quickly. So this is the Velour Pretty Big Deal Mascara. This is the tubing mascara, and my favorite thing about this, because most tubing mascaras have plastic applicators, this actually has a brush applicator. So this works the absolute best for me, and it works the best for my eye concerns, like with my sensitive ass eyes. So I actually might pick up another one of these. I actually just picked up another one of these as well. These are top 2 mascaras in my collection. And I think this one's only like $20. But Tower 28, they're just a solid brand. I really love them. I'm going to apply some mascara now so I don't look as crazy, even though, you know, I'm still going to look crazy. It's not anything as far as being like revolutionary, going to make your eyelashes look insanely different. It's just a super black formula. It coats your lashes nicely. I like that I can get my top and bottom lashes. Just everything about this I really enjoy. And I'm somebody, I put like false lashes on most of the time anyways. So it really doesn't bother me that it doesn't give me like insane volume. And it also doesn't clump up on my lashes either. Like, you see how easy applying this without really getting it in my eye, which is shocking. Normally I always get mascara ones in my eye. But it's just a really nice, solid mascara that works and lasts really well. So I do really enjoy this one. But I do want to get another one of those velour ones because I used to enjoy that one a lot too. So there's that. I have trash lashes anyway, so I still can't believe these are available anymore. I should have known better though, because they've been around for a while now. Okay, next. Let's talk about palettes, I guess. I really don't have... No, we'll do lip products and then I'll finish with eyeshadow palettes. All right, there's 2 lip products that I took out. I'm really not into a lot of lip products lately. Not anything different than what I've always talked about. Like, I always talk about NARS Audacious. I always talk about Dior lipsticks. Gucci lipsticks. I always talk about the same ones. So these are the 2 newest for me. If you have recommendations, please let us know. So this is from Hourglass. I don't even know what this is called, but I'm sure you guys all could tell what it is just by looking at it. And I really like these. It's basically like a lip gloss stick. I'm really into these right now because they're just exactly what I look for. Look how shiny and juicy that is. Who doesn't want their lips to look like that? I know I do. So I really like these. I just find that I have to keep reapplying them, but that just kind of is what it is. One of my most used lipstick as of late is the Dior Addict. I think these are like the lip shines. They're the ones with this sort of packaging. So this is a more sheer type of formula, but I love that. Like, guys, I like what I like. What can I say? So that one's really nice. I also really love, I need to get a new one. The lipstick from this collection. It's the I Need a Nude lipstick from this one. One of the best lip products of 2022, right? What year are we in now? 2023? Yeah, so of last year, the lipstick from this one. Amazing. Now, I think that's everything except for palettes. So I'm going to keep this very short and sweet for palettes because a lot of the brands that I love for palettes, I have already talked about them a million times. Natasha Denona, Patrick Ta, even like Tom Ford. I just got one Tom Ford palette. I'm really not into palettes right now. I'm not going to lie, guys. But I did pick up one recently. And this is one of the best palettes for spring. And it's simply because the color story. The color story on this is, the packaging is so spring. The color story is so spring. The formulas are great. I've used this a few times now. And it's just a solid palette. Is it my favorite palette of all time, though? No. I think there's other palette formulas that I like significantly more. I'm really into indie brands. I just think indie brands do eyeshadow incredibly well. And I don't know, I feel like, honestly, like, really think about it. How many interesting palettes have come out lately? Or is that just me? I also really like NARS palettes as well. So if you find a NARS palette that you're into that's available at Sephora. But, I mean, I feel like I'm always more likely to buy Natasha Denona. Like, maybe this will be the sale that I finally get the bronze palette, but also probably not because Natasha Denona is now available at Ulta. So, I don't know. Like, are there any palettes that you guys are into now? I feel like the eyeshadow palette game is, like, hella boring lately. Which is so surprising, especially compared to last year. Last year was fucking crazy. All right, so there's that. Now, that was all, no, setting sprays. 2 setting sprays and then we'll be done. Rare Beauty. This is for if I want to make my makeup just kind of melt into my skin. But this is going to make my makeup look even more dewy. So I have to be careful with this one. I really like to focus this one on, first of all, I'll shake it up. I love how this smells. But I like to focus this on basically like the temples. I steer clear of the center of my face with this one because it's just going to make everything look more skin-like, but it's going to make it look more dewy. I really like this setting spray. It's the Gucci Glow Hydrating Mist. It's another one. It's going to give you a little bit more glow, so I use this one pretty much the same way, just right on the outer edges of my face. Smells a little bit more perfume-like, whereas Rare Beauty smells like a spa. I still really love this one, too. Y'all remember this one? The Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. This was the one that's, like, legit a filter in a can. It's so good. So that's the one I like to use all over my face, and it just gives me this angelic-looking complexion. Like, I think my complexion right now looks incredible. If I had some lashes on, I'd be like, I'm going somewhere right now. So yeah, there's that. Everything that I would say newly recommend. But again, if you guys are wondering anything, if I still recommend it or anything like that, leave a comment and I will hopefully get to it before the sale starts. How many of you are shopping in store? I heard the Kelly Ray setting spray is pretty good. I haven't tried that one. I have not tried that one. So they bought the new Byredo, so that's not at Sephora. Oh, okay. Oh, Davina's Ocean Inspired set comes out the 22nd. I can't wait. I can't wait for more Davina. All right, let's cover what's in my cart. So full stop, guys. I'm not buying all of this because my cart is at like, I think $1,800. Insane. All right, so first one, the Dior Forever Skin Correct Full Coverage Concealer. Please tell me, guys, if you have tried any of these products, so I know. I'm very curious about all of them. Next one is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Loose Setting and Finishing Powder. This is the pink shade. I have the like translucent shade and I love it. So I really, really want to get this one. Next one is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. I'm so in between these two because I've heard amazing things about both the Tom Ford and Dior, but my heart is always with Dior. But this is the best time to take advantage of Tom Ford too, so that's where I'm like, all right, guys, which one do I get? Help me pick which one to get. Patty, come on. You know me better than that. All right, I'm getting a Gratitude size 100% because mine, I'm scraping the bottom right now. So I need to get at least one of these. I've already talked enough about this one. Patty. The Shark Flex Style Hair Blow Dryer and Multi-Styler. I think I'm going to get the one for curly hair because I personally want to try making my hair curly. And 2, I never use those like smoothing attachments. So I'm like, I feel like I just want to experiment. But of course I'm going to get it. You know why? Because I have 2 Dysons. I love the original one. I got another one because I was so excited about the new attachments and I hate the new curler barrels. And then as soon as I seen this, I'm just like, oh, game fucking over. Game over. I love Shark. I love Shark vacuum so much. So I have to try it. Guys, I got to do it. All right, so I'm still pondering this one because I have eyed this, what is it, the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter and Peach Quartz. This is one of the most beautiful highlighters I think I've ever seen, and every single time I'm in Sephora, I swatch it, and I'm just like, I love it so much. But Haus Labs got me big mad right now. So I don't know, like, if my whole situation with Haus Labs doesn't get resolved, I'm going to take a time out with Haus Labs. So let me fill you guys in really quick on, like, because I'm going to keep probably saying this. I should have probably said this earlier. So just so you guys are, like, in the know right now, and I'm speaking about this, like, on TikTok and stuff because I'm so sick of brands doing this because it's not okay. Haus Labs, to me, as it stands right now, they stole my content. They stole my content and are using it as advertising, and I was not compensated for it. So I received the product for, like, in exchange for a review, and I was using an app called Skeepers, which is formerly known as Octoly. I'm probably telling you guys more than you even fucking care about, but I want you guys to understand where content creators are coming from when this type of stuff comes up, that what the brand is doing is illegal. They cannot take our content and just use it as they see fit and use our faces in their advertising just because they feel like it. They can't do that. So it was brought to my attention the other day by a friend of mine. She's like, oh my God, you came across my For You page today. And she sent me the video. And I'm like, why the fuck is she sending this to me? So it was an advertising. It was like an ad on the Haus Labs Facebook page. And next thing you know, there's my face just in their ad. So not only did they take and use my content, they edited it. They took my watermark off of it. They're blatantly stealing people's content, and I am just sick and tired of hearing people complain about it, and these brands just keep doing it. So, I briefed them earlier. Okay, so Patty already covered it. But that's what's going on. So at this time right now, like, I'm not going to tell anybody, don't buy from them, cancel them. The only brand that I will ever do that for is James Charles' new brand, because fuck James Charles. But, yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm not going to tell people to cancel them, but don't be surprised if you hear me say I'm not supporting this brand if there's not some sort of outcome from this. So as it stands right now, I reached out to them. I've been in contact with somebody, and for some reason, they need to reach out to the other company to find some sort of resolution, which doesn't make sense to me, but that's basically where I am at right now. Is Haus Labs stole my content, and they need to check with another company for something that they did. The end. So, yeah, that's where I had, like, I fully planned. I was like, what the fuck? Go figure. Because I had a cart full of Haus Labs. Like, I was going to get the bronzer, blushes. I think the bronzer's not in here. Because I was like, all right, I've been sleeping on this brand. Like, I'm going to try their stuff. And now I'm just like, So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. Next one is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Cream Contour Duo. I feel like I need to get the lighter shade, but since I do like the underpainting technique, this one is probably the better one for me, I would imagine. If you have this, please let me know what you think of it, because it's $90. But this is where I'm like, all right, this is the time that I should take advantage of it because Tom Ford doesn't go on sale. So let me know if it's going to change my life. Again, another Haus Labs, the Atomic. Wow, I cannot. Hold on, let me zoom in on this because I'm having a hard time honestly reading these right now because it's so small. The Atomic Shake Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. I've just heard that this is just like a formula. It does not budge. Once you apply it, it's just there, and it's that. It's there all day. Tool Work Brett. Okay, thank you, Ronnie. We've got the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying and Blurring Setting Spray. Anything that's going to minimize these pores, baby. I'm all over it. I always want it. So I might get that one. The Say Glowy Super Skin Lightweight Hydra Bounce Serum Foundation. In my mind, this is why I didn't buy this at first, is I think it's going to be too glowy for me. But I haven't watched any videos on it yet because I don't want to know, because I love trying foundations without any sort of influence. Like, I don't want to know what to expect sort of a thing. I want to have my own first impression. So anytime I start to see a video, I just scroll off of it so I don't, like, spoil it for myself. So, I mean, if you've tried it, you could let me know your thoughts on it. But I guess it's like, I don't mind reading, like, comments about it. I don't want to see what it looks like. Does that make sense? Next is another Haus Labs, the Color Fused Talc-Free Powder Blush in the shade Dragon Fruit Days. I had this shade in there, and then I also had, it's like Watermelon Bliss or something like that. I get the hype of these. I'm telling you, every single time I've gone into Sephora as of late, I swatch these and I'm like, wow, they're so finely milled. They're so smooth. They're so pigmented. Like, everything about these just is like luxury, but it's not a luxury price tag. Even the packaging looks really high quality. So that's where I'm like, I feel like I need to try it, but we're going to wait. Oh my God, that's Gemma Glowy. That's Gemma Glowy. What am I missing? You can tell it's been a while. Oh my God, go figure. This is in my car. Oh, hella glowy. Okay, then it'll probably be too much for me then. So I'll probably skip it. All right, Westman Atelier Skin Activator Serum with Hyaluronic Acid. It's $150. And literally, I say every single time to you guys, hyaluronic acid does not work great for my skin, but you know why I want this? It's because it's Westman Atelier. And it just looks gorgeous. Look at another fucking Haus Labs. The Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlight in the shade Fire Opal. Another one that is gorgeous. I think this in the summertime would be so beautiful. I really hope they email me by tomorrow. By the time I'm like in store tomorrow. Look, I got another one. The color Sunstone. Like, I was ready to drop my knees on Haus Labs tomorrow. All right, the Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlight in the shade Mesmerize. I want to get Mesmerized because of how much I love this shade right here. And then I just want to pair them side by side. So, that got so much hype and it sells out so fast. So, yeah, I want that one. The RMS Beauty, what is it? The Redimensional Hydra Powder Blush in the shade Sangria. Babs Beauty is the one that sold me this one. I remember seeing it in one of her hauls, I think like probably 6 months ago. It was a while ago. And I saw the shade Sangria and I'm like, I need that in my life, especially in the springtime. So, I mean, if I'm not buying all this Haus Labs, I might throw that one in my cart. We shall see. And then we have the Kilian Love Don't Be Shy refill because I love it so much. And then I want to try this one, the Moroccan Oil Mini Dry Body Oil. I want to see if this smells as good as that other product that I was talking about earlier. And I really love the L'Occitane. Was it the, is it the Almond Dry Oil? Or the Supple Skin Oil. I love that one, and I haven't used a dry oil in a really long time. So I want to get a new one, and the fact that this is a mini. If this doesn't smell as good as that hair stuff, though, I probably won't get it. I'll just go back to probably the Supple Skin Oil, because I really love that one. I know, I love Stephanie too, Tracy. The Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Cream Gel. I just really like this in the spring, summertime. I don't think I'm going to end up getting it, because there's other things that I would probably rather buy right now. And then I threw this in my cart because I want to recommend this, but I don't use it enough to, I think, fully make you guys aware of how good this product is. So this is the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen Liquid Eyeliner Duo. I have had this same one forever. I can't even tell you. I know that there's a video where I probably did it. It's back on my channel years and years and years ago. It was like a cosmetics company store haul that a friend gifted to me. And this is from that video. I've had it ever since. And this is why I say, yes, it's expensive, but this is worth every single penny. And I feel this way about a lot of Tom Ford products. Like, same with this cream and powder eye gel. It's so expensive, but look. How many eyeliner pens do you know that dry out within like 6 months? I've had this for years. Years. And it's still going strong on both sides. I don't get it. I don't understand what is in this pen that makes it so magical. Like, I've used it, but I don't use products like this enough to be like, oh my God, this is why, like, you need it in your life. First of all, you don't need it, but you know what I mean. If I were to use an eyeliner pen, that would be the one. Full stop. So if you use eyeliners like that, if you do wing liners and shit like that, I can't be bothered. But if you do, that Tom Ford one is the shit. I'm sure anybody in this live chat right now, if they have it or have tried it, they will attest to the same thing. It's incredible. It's just the long-lasting power of it is unfucking real. And then I have talked about this damn bronzer for so long and I just never bought it. The Soleil Glow Bronzer from Tom Ford. Yeah. I need a new bronzer, guys. I need a new bronzer like I need a hole in my head. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I want a new bronzer. What's the best bronzer? What's the best one right now? I keep hearing House Labs, but I need a backup. I need a fucking backup. All right, and then I also have this one, the Ambient Lighting Palette. This is the deepest version. So I keep finding that with all these palettes, like the face palettes that I showed you earlier, I feel like I could always go darker with Hourglass powders because they don't appear to be super intense on your face. So I think that this would be actually a really good like bronzer trio for me. And I love Hourglass. So I'm like, it's fine. Like, I will happily give Hourglass my money. But Hourglass is also available at Ulta. So maybe I'll just buy it there. That's where I'm kind of leaning more towards the Tom Ford. But if you guys have a recommendation for a bronzer, please let me know. And then, oh, excuse me, I think this is the last one. Have you guys smelled this yet? It's the K. Alley Yum Pistachio Gelato. I got just a rollerball because unless I could smell it in store, which I plan on going tomorrow morning, I want to like this because it looks like it smells good. And I feel like Hey Alley does that really well. Like, they make all of their stuff look so incredibly good, and it all just looks like it smells good. And most of the time, I don't really like the Hey Alley fragrances. Okay, you guys are saying the new Kosas. What's different about it? Because I have, where is it? I have this one. What's different from this one? Because I think it's even the same name. Give me the tea. Because maybe I'll, I need to declutter. Maybe I'll declutter this one. And then get the new one. I don't know. I want to smell that in store. I hope they have it. I'll get the pen. The brow pencil lost pigment before I used it. Oh, no. Pistachio is iffy, I hear. We'll see. If I don't get this one, I'll probably end up getting... Because I want to get a new fragrance. As I just got a new fragrance today, literally. Brit, Selfridges has the Tom Ford bronzer and a trio with 2 highlighters. I think it's from 2019. They do? Ooh. Can you send me a link for it? Hook me up. I tried this today. It smells amazing, but there's one weird note that it ruins. Oh, really? It smells kind of chemically. See, I feel that way every time I try the Kaylee fragrances. Like, I feel like they always have like a, almost like a rubbing alcohol scent to them, right? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Guys, let's chitty chat. It's been so long since we just talked. What's been going on? Anything new and exciting? Yeah, tell me all your guys' like favorite stuff right now too. So maybe you're gonna see a haul tomorrow, and I'll have some of your guys' picks. Like, what's on your list? What's your recommendations? Give me the tea. It's been so long. We've only been here for an hour and a half. It's fine. What's another hour? Thank you, Ronnie. Oh, it's reformulated. Okay. I was really into the hair being up. Oh, I forgot another recommendation, guys. I purposely wore these on my wrist so I wouldn't forget. Slip scrunchies. These are the only scrunchies that I use. And yes, they're expensive, and I don't fucking care. Don't care. They're the best. They don't tug on my hair. And that's it. They don't tug on my hair. I love them. They're the best scrunchies. I know you can get scrunchies on Amazon, but I like the convenience of Sephora. Not that Amazon's not convenient, because it is. All right, I'm going to have to, I think, trim certain parts of my hair off. We'll see. Either way. What do we think about this, like, shaved moment? I shaved my head again, guys. Never thought I would do it again, but here we are. Oh, let's see. I'm in the minority. I love the new Kaylee. That's okay. I feel like scent is, like, so many people are, it's, like, so different for people as far as fragrances go. I feel like Vanilla 28 smells like alcohol on the first sniff. I feel like, I feel like especially the vanilla one, but honestly, all of them. Wow, I gotta get comfy here. So I'm like, we're gonna chat. I think the skin right now, the skin is skinning. Right? Am I alone on that one? I think it looks so good. Have I tried the Ellis Brooklyn Bee? Yes, it's so good. That one for me is more like fall winter though. Okay, so for fragrances, if you're giving me recommendations, I like something more, a little bit florally, but I like it to be more like sweet, sexy, and citrusy. Like, I really like, what was the one I got today? I got the new Tiffany & Co. What was it? Tiffany & Co. Love for Her. That smells so good. I got that at Ulta today. And then Bulgari Omnia Coral, Pink Sapphire. Those are my top 2 favorites. Have I tried any Indi lately? Have I? I don't really think so. I think the newest thing that I received was actually, I got the new Unearthly Cosmetics Liquid Lips. No, I really haven't. I've kind of been on the low a little bit lately. Let me put some lip product on. Have you guys tried any new Indi lately? Let's see. I may get the Ellis Brooklyn mini set. I really like that. It's the B one. You know what I should have put on? Hold on. Because I got these the other day. Or, no, not the other day. I got these a few weeks ago. I actually just did a TikTok about these the other day because I feel bad because I've had them and I haven't talked about them. I got these lip balms from Lawless. How's the bar going? It is keeping me so busy. It's going really well though. Like, I have so much fun doing it. I was a little short staffed for a while, so that was when I thought I was going to be able to come back sooner. I wasn't able to because I lost like 3 of my staff at once. Or it was kind of like all within the same time period. So, that kind of forced me to, be there more. But it's going really well. On the weekends, it's insanely busy. We're expecting a really busy weekend this weekend because I have an amazing band tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing reggae night, so that should be really fun. And then Saturday night, we have a band called Infinity, which they're a Journey cover band. And the singer, I swear to God, if you did not know that you, like, say if you were at a fucking venue or whatever, if you weren't looking at the band, you would think it's Journey. That's how spot on this guy sounds. So, we have them Saturday, and then we have a DJ after them. It should be a really good weekend. But yeah, it's really busy on the weekends. During the week, it's kind of steady here and there. Oh, I just put that right on my tooth. But it's going well. It is going well. I mean, isn't Vive Indi? I would consider Vive Indi. Well, no, not really, because I guess because they have investors. Okay, so this is the Lawless Lip Balm. I would recommend these too. They're nice. This is the shade Lover. I mean, it's just a tinted lip balm. It's nothing extravagant. It's just I like the packaging. I think the packaging's really sleek and pretty. And then, I mean, it looks really nice on my lips, so I like that. I got the Odin's Eye palettes, the 2 Fantasy Cosmetica palettes. I guess ordered the... Holy shit, you went cray-cray! I actually was sent... What palettes are you talking about? Because I was sent these ones. I feel like I got another package from them. I got these ones. I think the only one I actually used was the Flora palette because the other 2 were just really not... I don't know. Like, I'm so... I'm like boring right now with my like my eyeshadows and stuff. I've really just kind of figured out what I like, and I'm like, okay, colorful eyeshadows is just not really for me. From time to time, yes, but that's why I think I'm not buying like a shit ton of palettes, because I'm just really into like one and dones and being super simple. Let's see, when did I cut my hair? I got it cut today. Today. Is it falling down the back? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I got my hair cut in like a year. Have I tried the Silk Serum from Tatcha? I have been using it. I talked about it earlier, actually, as a like partial recommendation. Oh, okay. You were talking about those. Okay, the Sea Talk palette. Which one's that? Hold on. Sea Talk. Oh, with Lauren, right? Is that Lauren? Yes, Lauren May Beauty. All right, let's look at it real quick. All right, Patty's saying I need to try it. Okay, Patty. Okay. Oh, yeah, this has got browns in it. I think the palette with Makeup Just for Fun just spoke to me because I love greens and purples. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do need to try this one. Okay, Patty. This would have been so perfect with what I'm wearing today, like with these 2 shades right here. Because I'm wearing a pink little bralette. Aw, missed opportunity. God dang it. Okay, Patty, I'll listen to Mother. Fine. Let's see. I would love to shade the back of my neck. It feels weird right now. Because I'm obviously not used to it. And, like, the hair just kind of feels weird. I think if you have sensory issues, it would kind of drive you nuts. Because I'll notice, like, if I'm, like, going like this or something, the way that it feels on the back of my neck kind of sucks. But as far as, like, the breeze, it's lovely. And I love, too, now that I put my hair up, kind of like this right now, I don't have all these, like, I have some stragglers, but not nearly as many as I did before. Like, okay, so, like, I'll have this here, but I used to have them everywhere. So now at least, like, my bobby pin can actually hold my hair up now, so that'll be nice. Your undercut is bomb. Thank you! I haven't even... Let me do this so I can actually look back and see what it looks like. I haven't seen it. She just cut my hair and I was like, all right, bye. Let's see. See, look at her getting creative already. I fucking missed you guys. God dang. All right. It looks like I'm going to need to be on YouTube more often, right? How do you guys feel about if I start filming content? Let's have that conversation really quick. Because I'm like, I'm hemming and hawing how I want to do this. I still really want to do live videos. But let me just be honest with you guys real quick. The real honest truth is most people don't like long form content. And if because like taking the time off and still buying makeup left and right, I'm like, all right, yo, I'm not making money at this. So I need to start figuring out ways to start making money from this again. Because it just makes it so much easier to invest back into your channel. And with TikTok, so people were saying I was so much more active on TikTok, and people were like, I wish you would come back to YouTube. But here was the thing with TikTok, and I think this is why you're probably seeing a lot of your favorite creators on other platforms more, is because, one, I think it's exposure-wise. I've gotten noticed by more brands in this past year that I have in probably 10 years of being on YouTube. Or however long. I think I've been on YouTube for like 9 or 10 years. And the entire time I've been on here, and in the short amount of time I've been on TikTok, and I feel like I have the ability to do both fairly well. Like, I feel like I do live videos definitely better than filmed content, but I really like short form content as well, like TikToks, like as far as YouTube shorts or whatever. So if you start seeing more of those, are you guys not gonna like it? You know, I just want to make sure you guys aren't gonna not like my channel anymore. I'm sure you guys won't care either way, but I would rather have the discussion first. I didn't used to love lives. Now I watch them every day almost. Oh, that's fun. I miss the lives. I don't like short form. I feel like you're all just commercial. Oh, it's all just commercials. Please, Brad, film more content. You really are my favorite YouTuber. I really love your long form content. Maybe try an in-between style of like 20. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting at. Like, because I'm finally at the point, I'm on my last wedding video. So once that's done, I will be able to film content and like actually produce videos again. But then I also don't want to get rid of lives. I feel like that's what I've become so like known for, and that's what people I think really do like about my channel. We'll see. Why don't you upload your videos here as shorts? All right, I was going to actually ask you about that, Patty. Because I'm so far out of the loop right now. Most of my TikToks are over a minute, and I feel like shorts have to be under a minute, right? Because that's where I do it if they're short enough, but usually they're not. We like long form content. Okay, fine, guys. I don't mind short, but I like them better on IG. I don't do TikTok. See, I feel like so many people on here don't do TikTok. It's so interesting. I love your lives. I'm not a fan of shorts. I never watch them. I go to TikTok for my short form content and take... Oh, okay. We'll just keep doing lives, guys. We'll see. Just don't be surprised if you start seeing me get more creative, because I feel like the last time I was on here, I'm pretty sure I told you guys, like, I was just so over it. Like, I was over doing, like, the thumbnails and stuff, and I think I was just being pissy. Because life just gets so busy, and I don't know, like, I think that was my just kind of reaction to be like, well, if I'm going to come back, like, things are going to have to... It's almost like some things are going to have to change a little bit, I guess. Like, I don't know. But then again, I, like, look back at my, like, whole aesthetic of my feed and stuff, and I'm like, you know, I feel like I was doing a pretty good job back when I was really active and everything, so I want to hopefully get back to that. I'm just really trying to solidify my schedule and stuff. I don't like the shorts. Okay, they do have to be under a minute. That's what I thought. My audience doesn't like the shorts either. I find them very cheesy. I like long form videos and lives the best. Monday shade. I know everybody says that. Everybody misses Monday new makeup releases. Everybody. I love your lives during the height of pandemic. You were a lifesaver. I think that's why I was so active, because it was even for me like a sense of like therapy almost, because we were all losing our fucking minds. I knew I was going to forget to mention this today. All right. Belated, okay? This glorious tool from Sephora. It comes in a pack. Do I have my package still? You're going to go to where like you find all the brushes, right? And you're going to see this, and it's got this like plastic casing. This is amazing. And I heard Makeup by Cheryl is the one that put me onto this one. It's just a normal, like, dermaplane to get rid of all your peach fuzz and stuff. But it's... I'm going to try to explain it how she did. It's got weight to it. So it makes it even easier. You think it doesn't even make sense. Because you're like, there's no way having weight to it makes it easier. But it does. It glides so much more because it has that weight behind it. This is great. I really love this one. Especially because I get, you know, a nice little shadow on my mustache. So if I just need to boop, 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 it's perfect for that. Oh my god, I have that! I just ordered refills. See, Patty loves it too. Makeup by Cheryl, right? Was that who put you onto it too? Because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, all right, okay, Cheryl, let's try this. And now I love it. Now I fucking love it. So thank you, Cheryl, if you see this. All right, guys, I'm going to peace out for today because we've been here for almost 2 hours. But I do plan on going in store tomorrow. So I do plan on going live tomorrow again for my first haul. And I know I'm not going to be able to get everything that I want or everything that's on my loves list. And most likely something's going to change. Hopefully I hear back from House Labs because I would really love to take advantage of the sale to get some of their products, but yeah, I kind of got to see how that whole situation pans out first. I like that too because of Cheryl. You can get refills too. I might have to get some refills then. I didn't know you can get refills by themselves. You don't have to buy like a whole new one of these. Oh, thank you, Elaine. That's 30% off too because it's a Sephora brand. Hell yeah. 2 days in a row. I know. Watch out! I might even surprise you and be back on Monday. We'll see. Okay, guys. I appreciate you not ever forgetting about me. I know this was long, but it was fun. And I need to know, what are you getting? What are you getting? What do you recommend? Leave it in the comments. I do have an affiliate link down below. If you're shopping the sale, if you want to support this channel, if you want me to be able to come back and be able to buy stuff. You can support my channel using my links or use any creator's links. That way you're supporting your favorite content creators. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye!